Hey everybody, Dustin Thompson here doing one more video. That's gonna be the last one for the day because I'm losing my voice again. But I wanted to hop on to answer the question, why are we so focused on renewable energy right now? That's a great question. For so many Delawareans, especially folks here in Newcastle County, electric usage was not at the center of the highest bills that we've seen. Now, that's not to say it's not impacting, electricity rates are not impacting people. But natural gas actually was the predominant driver on average for the increased energy costs in Newcastle County. Now, in Sussex County, where temperatures were even lower and natural gas isn't supplied by Delmarva, electricity costs varied from customer to customer. But even on average, again, average, not we're not talking about individual people here. On average, the electric impacts were lower than the natural gas impacts that we saw up here in northern Delaware. I have some information on folks that may help people understand their energy usage and all that. I hope that you check out those other videos. But so why isn't the conversation on how we're going to tackle these hundreds of dollars in massive natural gas charges that have nothing to do with renewables and are on average way more than the $8 to $10 from wind and solar? Why is it that none of the GOP caucus is talking publicly about the fact that natural gas delivery charges are double the cost of supply charges? That's not true for electric. On electric, delivery charges, inclusive of everything, are around the 45, 46, 47% of your bill. Supply is more than the cost of distribution for electric. During the last few months, these gas charges have made up hundreds of dollars per customer in costs for each month for thousands of Delawareans, again, especially in Newcastle County. Now, look, we need to rein in Delmarva spending, and the Public Service Commission needs to be empowered to say no to projects that don't benefit ratepayers or that can be done in a more cost-effective way. We can talk about that another time on what that looks like. But I'll say this, Senator Hansen has just put forward with some of her colleagues 3 bills that would do exactly that, that would give the PSC, Public Service Commission, the power to say, no, you need to find a more cost-effective way. That would make sure we're not doing any more increases on distribution charges. To make sure that Delmarva is not making you, the ratepayer, pay for their marketing to push this natural gas and their lobbyists down in Dover. There's more that needs to be done to provide services and help to the folks that need it the most. It's a bigger conversation, but that's not the conversation that we're having. The Republican caucus seemingly solely focused on targeting renewable energy, both at the national level and here in Delaware. Now, one GOP legislator mentioned last week during that special hearing on energy bills that he just doesn't want to see us put all our eggs in one basket. Look, folks, that's exactly what we're doing here with natural gas. And that decision is what is driving costs through the roof, both on electric bills, because the price of gas volatility and how much we rely on gas for electric, and on your home gas bills. And it's only going to get worse if we don't stop. But instead, many legislators are focusing on a line item that makes up roughly, depending on the person, 1 to 4% of your bill and focusing on the around 10% of our energy mix in our region that's based on renewables. But they're not focusing at all on the implications that the cost of natural gas is spiraling out of control. And instead of concentrating on what energy we can get online the fastest and the cheapest, which by the way is renewables, even our regional grid operator, PJM, is pushing through another 50 gas plants when our grid's already reliant to 40%. 40% of our gas, of our energy in PJM is from gas. And these gas plants, I might add, have on multiple occasions failed to deliver energy when we need it the most. And that has cost ratepayers millions more in energy. So why are we not focusing on how volatile and expensive natural gas power is and how expensive residential and gas services have become? and what it means that we are doubling down on that and putting even more eggs in that basket. Why, why haven't we forced any policies on utilities for natural gas? And yet these are some of the highest costs on Delmarva bills. Why aren't we talking about that? But instead, we're focusing on renewable energy, a much, much smaller portion of our energy mix and of our energy usage. And I hope again that you'll go back, you'll watch the videos on the RPS and on PJM and learn more about these issues because this is what we should be talking about. Hope that was helpful.